So from the video that I published yesterday on the Mboro story of him having a fight with people at the school, there's some videos that are actually even a little bit more worse than those ones. And those are the videos that I wanted us to talk about today. That actually, it kind of clarifies the situation, but it kind of makes him, it really does show what kind of a person he is, like the kind of things that he cares about, the kind of things that he is concerned about. Now, in the first story in the first video that I published, you would have noticed that it's when he's in the staff room and that entire whole yes, right? But the video that is the other videos that have recently come out, they show other scenarios around that. There was a video that I thought it's quite an interesting one on a kind of a person he is, or the kind of things that he cares about, and it's quite a clear one, okay? And the video that I'm talking about is this one. This is the first video that I saw that I thought it's quite a very telling video. Listen to what Mboro says to this lady. So he shows himself right there.
I prayed for you. Only say holy, this woman.
So right there, you'll notice that he tries to guilt trip the other lady by saying, oh yeah, there was a point when I prayed for you. So I'm guessing that he thinks that because he prayed for her, she ought not to see any wrong in his behavior. It's quite a very weird way of thinking. But then there's another video from that very same angle, so which is this video right here. So Mboro was standing on the other side of the fence, and this is the man that was standing on the other side on that clip right here. So when it gets here, this is the man that you are seeing in this clip here. Now, this is where you see the kind of things that Mboro cares about. He's standing over here at this point. On this one, we don't need audio. You can just see. You can't tell me all these people are wrong and only he's right. You can't. You cannot convince me that that's the case here, okay? And so, but that's not even the subject matter that I want to address here. And I want to just also note here, the police are really calling a big skepticism towards themselves here if they don't handle this thing right, because at the end of the day, we have clips, we have videos and everything, and we are very clear about what situation this is. And so if they don't handle this, it's going to fly into their face, and then they will wonder why we don't care nothing about the things that they get up to. So if you check here in the video, people are pissed off. This is people from the community and also teachers. Mboro is still here. Bear in mind, he was wielding a machete in the school, in a primary school. On top of that, he almost chopped some couple of people. He swung on a couple of people on that first video that came up. But anyways, so he's over there, he's going around busy pointing at people. Bazalani, I dare you to have this type of freedom in the police station. This is where you see that equality is equality for other people, it's not for other people. He has such freedom, like for a person who was just wielding a weapon in front of people that were non-threatening to him. It's quite an interesting one. Just kind of shows you right there, yeah, this man was pissed off. They were pissed off, and they have every right to be. And you see what he starts doing here. He has such freedom. Bazalani, they will stop you on a normal day. You pull up your phone and try to do anything in the police station, they'll stop you right off the bat. And he starts taunting them, and he gets his phone to the other person. He cares so much about recording and stuff like that. And he starts smiling. And he sticks his tongue out. it's all fun and games to him. You can see the kind of things he cares about. That is a very interesting moment right there. Right there. Right there. Like that Joker face right there. It's quite an interesting one. Okay, it tells you what kind of things does Mboro care about. What does this man care about? Right there. Right there. Right there. And so if you sit and you say, this is my pastor, you are a joke. You're a joke. Okay? And kudos to that lady whom he was trying to guilt trip and saying, on saying that he healed her and stuff, and she's like, that's neither here nor there. Okay? Yeah. Why? Because you can't be corrected when you're in the wrong, but then you're going to tell others when they're wrong. You go around wielding machetes. By the way, so as the story gets cleared, a little bit more cleared here, because it has become quite clear now that I saw a video actually on I think is it Newsroom or something like that, and they were actually explaining that. So if you go and watch the interview that they did on Newsroom, where this lady was actually explaining that the situation is that the child whom they were trying to get out of the school, or the two kids that they were trying to get out of the school, they are under the guardians of a granny. And the granny is the one that is legal guardian of over these kids since the mother passed away, right? And so by law, yes, nobody should be allowed to take the child. So I also like to say kudos to the guys in that school, because they completely refused to allow him to take, which is what they will do. In many places they might not do that. They'll just kind of like pull themselves back once it gets threatening. But these teachers understood very well their responsibility. They did not allow him to just take. They try to fight for it, but hey, this guy was busy there welding and thingy and stuff like that. And also there's actually a clip on TikTok. On Twitter actually. I cannot even play the video. It's this video right here, where this guy who's pulling the kids, he almost swings this panga towards that lady when she tries to pull back the kids right here, and she had to pull back. These people did not have weapons. Okay, they might have been resisting, and rightfully so. If they are teachers, of course they ought to. By law, they have right. So when he went to the police station and he stood there and he did his video and stuff, you would hear him actually at a certain point saying, "Oh yeah, get the background of the police station." There's a point where he says that to the person who's holding his camera. Why? These are the things that Mboro cares about. This is why, Basalani, I do not cover this man's stories. Like when you see him do funny, weird things and I don't talk about it, it's because of that. The things that Mboro cares about are self-endorsing. And it's sickening to a normal person. And you're like, why is an adult, a grown person, so obsessed with social media validation? Mboro once had a very huge church. And ever since then, it's like he's trying by all means to try and get it back. It's not coming back. It is not coming back. Okay? That big church he had, that ain't coming back. You can keep on with your doctrine of underwears and stuff like that. It's not coming back. It's bye-bye from there. Okay? The things that he cares about are all the wrong things. Like, even if you were to say he's trying to advocate for, he's advocating for nothing. There are people that are doing a better job at advocating for the things that he's trying to speak about over there. This does not even need him. He tries to justify him going there with pangas and swinging at people. Like, he was swinging wild at people that had no weapons. There is another video that I had actually seen. Unfortunately I must have deleted the video, or I just completely lost track of where I sent it to myself. There was this video that I saw. It was actually another angle of that video that actually came out first, when he was kind of swinging after they just got the kids out and stuff like that. I saw the video about yesterday or so. And the interesting part of that video was only providing like a certain angle. Okay? And you see a lady, just an old lady, just passing right in front of him, to show that these people were not threatening to this guy, but because he had vowed to himself to be this hostile and to go and get a thingy, from the perspective of what the story is right now, illegally, I would say. And so it shows you the kind of things he cares about. As I stated, he's been dodgy from the get-go. He's never changed. He's always been this guy. He's always been this type of a person. The things he cares about are very dodgy, weird, strange things. Okay? So it's laughable when people say they go to churches and they're talking about going to this type of a person's thing. Why do you think he was trying to guilt trip the other lady for supposedly praying for her to get healing? Why was he guilt tripping her? He's guilt tripping her because those are the things that he cares about. He's always been this person. He's never changed. Never. It's only people that don't realize that he's never changed. He's always been this very same person. From 10 years ago, if I pull a video that I once made 10 years ago on Mboro, it would be pretty much the same. We used to warn about the very same thing. He's always been this guy. Never cared about anybody else or anything else. He cares about himself. Self-preservation is Mboro's modus operandi. And so, not a Christian does not portray it. It's not even within his speech. He cares about. I don't know what he feels like he gets out of popularity or being this kind of like a clown in front of everybody's eyes. I don't know what he thinks he gets. But hey, to each and every single man, his own. For him, it's clear. It's not God thing. And for you to claim that you go to this thing where he does this thing, and you claim that's a church, you probably delusional as well. It's Ricky, we're done here.